There are SUVs that look powerful, and then there are machines that radiate dominance before they even move. The 2026 BMW XM doesn't enter a space. It occupies it completely, unapologetically, unmistakably. You don't glance at it, you witness it. Every inch of this SUV exists to provoke response, to turn ambition into architecture, to take BMW's heritage of precision engineering and mold it into something that borders on the cinematic. One look, and you realize this isn't simply an evolution of the X series. It's a rupture in the timeline of future spun from muscle and mastery. Dressed in a hue BMW calls frozen marina blue metallic, the body looks like liquid steel drawn taut over volcanic strength. The light curves across it with purpose, rolling over fenders carved like exoskeletons. The shape is all aggression and grace held in standoff, shoulders wide, roofline low for its size, every angle sharpening the silhouette into something part supercar, part sovereign. The massive kidney grills dominate the front, a statement in chrome, not decoration but DNA. They stand upright, confident, surrounded by slender laser-light eyes that cleave through shadow with surgical intent. The air intakes are vast, not as ornaments but as lungs feeding that monstrous twin-turbocharged heart lurking beneath. The XM's face doesn't smile. It stares. You could park it beside a jet and question which one looks more prepared for takeoff. Step back, and the lines begin to align into symmetry. The combination of muscle and precision feels almost predatory. The way the sculpted lower body draws up towards sharp haunches gives the impression of a predator crouched mid-motion. 23-inch M wheels fill those arches perfectly, capped in gloss black with M-branded calipers flashing gold between spokes. The quad exhausts stacked vertically finish the story with intimidation carved in sound. Even silent, the XM feels fast. But turn the handle, step inside, and the tone transforms from menace to majesty. The door shuts with a muffled thump like a vault, sealing off the world, and immediately, you're cocooned in contrast. BMW calls it M Lounge, but calling it a lounge undersells it. The cabin feels curated, every material chosen to whisper intention. Cognac-colored merino leather flows across the dash and doors like molten bronze, offset by matte carbon fiber and polished aluminum accents. The textures play against each other. Warm, cold, soft, structured. The result isn't extravagance, it's control disguised as beauty. Ahead, the dual-screen curved display stretches in one seamless sweep across the cabin. Instrument cluster and infotainment merged into one horizon of glass and light. The graphics hum with detail, clean, confident, immediate. The minimalist M interface responds instantly to touch or voice, learning your rhythm with eerie accuracy. It doesn't feel like technology, it feels like awareness. Every command happens at the speed of want. Even the smaller elements reflect obsession. The crystal gear selector refracts ambient light into subtle rainbows across the center console. The air vent chrome glints like blade edges in a gallery. Ambient LEDs trace the cabin's perimeter, cycling through hues that pulse in relation to drive mode: icy blue, calm for electric, ember red for sport, liquid amber as you switch to hybrid. It's as though the car's soul breathes color. Under the hood lies BMW's most audacious powertrain to date. A 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 paired with an electric motor producing a combined 738 horsepower and 738 pounds-feet of torque. On paper, those numbers belong to madness. In reality, they translate to clarity: a 0 to 60 miles per hour run in under 4 seconds, coated in calm. It's instantaneous power delivered without chaos. The hybrid capability extends range beyond convenience: 33 miles of zero-emission cruising for serenity, or the full surge of fury when you want every piston awakened. The electric assistance doesn't just supplement, it weaponizes. The XM isn't just strong, it's smart. The M hybrid system recalculates balance and traction hundreds of times a second. Power distribution between gas and electric, front and rear axles, engages like instinct. The vehicle doesn't oversteer or understeer. It translates thought to movement. Adaptive M suspension teams with BMW's predictive control, reading road conditions ahead like braille for adrenaline, every undulation counted, every imperfection ignored. In comfort mode, it feels silk smooth, dissolving miles without effort. Select Sport or M mode, and the air hardens. The steering waits. The SUV tightens its muscles. Corners become choreography. And then there's the sound, the XM's operatic contradiction. BMW engineers spent years crafting the one sound electric power never should have: soul. It's not a fake roar pumped from speakers, but harmonic feedback tuned with composer Hans Zimmer. Imagine electricity singing through turbine percussion with metallic undertones of combustion. It doesn't scream, it resonates. Stand near the rear when it launches, and you feel it in your ribcage more than your ears. In motion, it becomes impossible not to anthropomorphize the XM. It feels alive, aware, amused even. The thick steering wheel with its M-mode selector buttons nestles into your palms like handshake and command at once. The paddle shifters click with the kind of precision that'd make a gunsmith proud. Each shift of torque elicits instant obedience, the sort of response that's half muscle memory, half marvel. You direct it along mountain passes, tighten for city corners, and despite its size, it bends the laws of physics with a dismissive shrug. The ride quality, somehow, remains luxury's textbook definition. Acoustic glass silences the world, while layered insulation turns velocity into stillness. At 120 miles per hour, the cabin feels like 30. Conversation remains clear. The Burmester surround system coating air in symphonic luxury. Its speakers, embedded in the ceiling, project 3D spatial audio that feels as physical as it does musical. Seat heaters and massagers synchronize to playlist tempo. Even stress seems algorithmically deleted. Rear passengers don't get neglected, they're indulged. Reclining heated seats, their diamond stitching backed by contrast ambient light that converges overhead into BMW's prism roof. It shines like rippled glass, programmed to mimic the northern lights. The result is atmosphere, not lighting. Privacy glass thick enough to feel bulletproof completes the illusion that space itself works for you. Yet, for all the decadence, the XM never forgets what it is: an M car. The first standalone M creation since the legendary M1 supercar, an SUV reborn from a name written in racing history. You feel that legacy in its bones. In every acceleration surge that reminds you this is the distilled DNA of track precision and autobahn supremacy, recalibrated for the modern power age. There's restraint in its chaos, sophistication in its savagery, at rest under moonlight or showroom glare. Its shape changes character. The frozen marina blue takes on smoky depths, sometimes slate gray, sometimes near black. The split headlights glow faintly beneath the signature L-shaped DRLs, giving it a kind of unblinking calm. The badge at the back glows softly, two M's tricolor stripes illuminating against the dark, signaling prestige without need for proclamation. Parked beside anything else, even super SUVs from Italy or England, it looks otherworldly, more engineered than styled. It doesn't try for seduction, it radiates dominance. You don't look at it to appreciate beauty. You look at it to understand hierarchy. When the road is done and you stop, you linger. You sit in the driver's seat longer than necessary, breathing in the faint scent of performance leather and ozone. You hear the soft click of cooling metal and feel the machine's heat, like life beneath skin. You realize BMW hasn't built the XM simply to top charts or justify luxury. They've built it to remind us why driving still matters, that noise can be emotion, that speed can be sculpture, and that power doesn't always shout, it can smile. Quietly dangerous, utterly refined. The 2026 BMW XM isn't an SUV. It's BMW's exclamation mark in metal and electricity. A flagship that doesn't follow heritage, it rewrites it. It's the clash of futuristic silence and primal noise turned into art. And when you close its heavy door, feel that satisfying thud echo through your chest. One truth remains clear: you're not sitting in motion. You're sitting inside the future of power, designed with intention, precision, and poetry.